Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. I'm doing two videos on a Sunday because I am compelled to. Remember, I've always spoken about what we're building is an empire. What we're building is more than an EV company, and therefore it will take more time to build out. That's why when some people come saying, what do I think the share price would be next month, next 3 months, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of times I always say that I'm not looking for quick profits, which I truly am not, because I can truly see where I'm going to be a millionaire with this company, because what we're building out is going to be extraordinary. We're building the future of gas stations. We're making phones. We're making our own in-house chips and so much more. This is a lifestyle brand. But because of the complexity, it will take longer for us to see its fruition. So what just happened? Well, NEO discusses road to profitability, battery swap tech and R&D. A lot of people want to Emperor William Lee to say something or do something for quick profitability so they can make a couple $1,000s, or they can get back their money because they bought at the high end and the stock came down. Instead of averaging down, because the only time you should buy into a company is when you believe in the company, when you believe in the business model, when you believe in the CEO, when you believe in the product, when you believe in the delivery system, then you buy. And you hope that the share price come down, like the great Warren Buffett said, so you can buy more. So if you do this and you have faith in the company, you will not worry about quick profits, or you will not panic when you see the share price going down. So NEO CEO discusses road to profitability, battery swap tech and R&D. In May, a few months before celebrating the 10th anniversary, electric vehicle maker NEO became a group with the launch of Onvo, its first sub-brand, with many more to come. Next year, a second one will be unveiled, allowing the brand to compete in different market segments, the Firefly. In an interview that followed the recent launch of Onvo's first model, the group founder and CEO, Emperor William Lee, was asked about the competitive advantage that differentiates NEO and other brands. The competitive advantage. And that's another thing. What will cause you to buy shares of NEO instead of XPeng, or instead of Tesla, or instead of BYD? Because those look way better than us right now, don't they, guys? Oh yeah, Tesla is selling a massive amount, BYD is selling a massive amount, XPeng share price is higher than us, even though we are outselling them. Don't ask me why, but you may say to yourself, well, what are we doing different to cause me to want to buy shares in NEO? What is the differentiator that will cause us to go past them in terms of share price? Because we're already innovating way faster than them. What will cause me to want to buy the shares? Okay, so in today's less than ideal and somewhat irrational automotive industry, the reporter asked William Lee, Onvo's pricing has further raised the bar. What is the moat for NEO and Onvo brands? He asked. China's media outlet IT Home published on Sunday a transcript in which William Lee explains NEO's significant investment in research and development. In recent years, the advantage of its battery swap technology, that's two, and the company's path to profitability. And I quote, Emperor Lee, I quote, we have endured a lot over the years. You guys know that, you've been with me when the shorts were coming in and harassing us. Our peers are excellent, he says. And many people, when he says our peers, he means XPeng, BYD, Tesla, all of them. And many people try to deconstruct and criticize us. Our approach, however, is not to deconstruct, but to openly and happily compare. We don't engage in backhanded tactics, he said. We generally prefer open, honest communication, Lee stated. As the companies fight to become profitable, the chief executive reiterated that the automotive industry is capital intensive. Some people live stream claiming we are losing money at our current scale. If we were making big money, that would actually be a problem. The automotive industry is capital intensive, technology intensive, talent intensive, and has a very long supply chain. He said before making a comparison with China's Chery Group, companies in this industry have a history spanning decades, even centuries. Recently, I had a test drive conversation with Mr. Yin from Chery, one of the companies that partnered with us, and that's one of the reasons why we partner with them, because they are a giant. And I said to him, "You've been doing well lately." He replied, "I've been at this for 27 years. The first 24 years were tough." Listen very carefully, guys. The first 24 years were tough. "And only in the last 2 or 3 years have things slightly improved," Lee was told. Founded in 2023, Tesla reported its first annual profit in 2020. Founded in 2003, sorry guys. Founded in 2003, Tesla reported its first annual profit in 2020, earning $721 million, in contrast to its $862 million loss in 2019. So just the year before that, in 2019, they had an $862 million loss. The year right after that, they had a $721 million profit, and they became profitable. And it was because of the Model 3 moment. And this is why I say to you guys, Onvo is our Model 3 moment. Very soon, we're going to become cash positive, according to JP Morgan. I just said it in my last video. It only takes one, and our sub-brand is going to get us there. That one sub-brand, Firefly, is going to push us way beyond the horizon. Even Tesla took 16 years to turn a profit, but Emperor Lee said it would not have taken us that long. But anyway, let me continue with the quote. Even Tesla took 16 years to turn a profit. I think this reflects the reality of the automotive industry. There's no quick success, no shortcuts. Lee stated before, reiterating his high ambitions. Maybe 5 or 10 years from now, while other hotels are up and running and making money, your building is still under construction. What does that matter? I'm not aiming to build a 10-story building. I'm aiming to build a 100-story building, NIO Chief Executive said. Let me say that again. I'm not aiming to build a 10-story building, the Emperor said. I'm aiming to build a 100-story building, NIO Chief Executive said. Dynamite. Focusing on the battery swap technology, the executive returned to Tesla's example as the company led by Elon Musk explored in the early days the same technology that NIO were doing battery swapping because it fits the needs of the Chinese market and customer scenarios. He said, I spent 3 years studying battery swapping. The man took 3 years studying it. Not successful cases, but failed ones, Lee stated, like Tesla. A few days ago, a user mentioned that Tesla tried to implement battery swapping but gave up. It wasn't that they gave up, they just couldn't pull it off, or they realized that their cars weren't designed for it and the cost was too high. But we started, so it's easier for us to push it forward, he added. Lee followed, indicating 3 points that resume the company's thinking. Our thinking, and I quote, our thinking is very simple. First, start with the customer's interests. Remember, I always said that, guys, customer service, customer service, customer service. And I speak about infrastructure, research and development, technology combined. We are going to be the leader. So he says, our thinking is very simple. First, start with the customer's interests, which are written into the company's vision. Secondly, ensure commercial sustainability. He said before, addressing the comments on social media. Although the whole internet is teaching me how to be a CEO, remember a lot of people come on the channel also here and say, well, William Lee should do this, William Lee should do that. I say, shut your mouth and pull your pants up. William Lee will do what is necessary and needed to be done. You're not a CEO. You don't even have a high school education. Shut your mouth. He said, although the whole internet is teaching me how to be a CEO, I'm someone who has actually made money. Wouldn't I consider commercial sustainability? I'm not a fool. We know how to calculate, but we calculate for more than just a quarter or a year, Lee stated. NIO's founder continued to focus on the path to profitability topic, mentioning both Tesla and Amazon Web Services, saying they need 16 and over 20 years to become profitable, respectively. Commercial sustainability is important, but you have to view it through the lens of time. Any business that makes money from day one is probably not a good business. Amazon Web Services lost money for over 20 years while people were pooping in their pants, running to the latrine on the outside. He said, Tesla for 16 years, they lost money. And we've been losing money for over 9 years, Lee said, before noting that research and development plays a big role in NIO's investment. We raised $18.9 billion globally and brought it to China to develop the intelligent electric vehicle industry here. Most of our investment has gone into fundamental research and development. Even if these employees no longer work at NIO, they are still important seeds. Even if our supply chain serves others, we're still happy because we've driven many innovations in the supply chain, he noted, and they will pay a price for that. Mentioning Onvo's decision to offer a smaller than usual 60 kilowatt-hour battery for the standard range option as an example, Lee said the range achieved with the battery is enough for most customers and their daily needs. And remember guys, we're swappable, we're upgradable, and we're chargeable. So if they need to upgrade to go on a long trip, they can do that. No other company can do that. No other. Third, he says, the business must benefit society and be sustainable for 100 years, 1,000 years to come. Why did we see the Onvo's base range at 60 kilowatt hour? Because over 500 kilometers enough for users' daily needs. Swapping or charging a few times a month is sufficient. And for long distance trips, they can switch to the 85 kilowatt or future 1,000 kilometer range batteries. Think of the resources saved, he said, for the planet. Thanks to battery swapping, 97% of our customers opt for the 75 kilowatt hour option and only 3% go for the 100 kilowatt hour version. This not only saves customers money but also conserves a lot of society resources. He added before focusing on the battery lifespan. As for the battery lifespan, batteries age too. Shouldn't we address that? He asks. Over the past 8 years, there have been nearly 20 million new energy vehicles in China. In the next 8 years, these 20 million vehicles will gradually go out of their battery warranty, he warned. Shouldn't we solve that problem? A battery pack costs over 660,000 yuan, $9,000. So that's about 1.2 trillion yuan, 170 billion US dollars in total. Shouldn't we find a solution for that? He questioned. So in short, NIO's way of doing things benefits customers, ensures sustainable business operation, but under proper evaluation cycles and fosters societal and industrial sustainability. That's just how I think. And I believe my thinking is correct. Should I be dishonest about that? The chief executive concluded. So it goes on to say, speaking to the media immediately after the Onvo L60 launch event, NIO Group CEO William Lee denied the report about saying the EV maker is cautious about investing in fixed asset, with one exception. So I hope you guys understand from what the emperor just said, the big picture. We're not here for quick profits. We're not here to ask for cash for share buybacks. We're here looking at the long-term goal where we're going to become millionaires. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational for Monday morning tomorrow. If so, guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset where we're waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.